Hello there.
Hello, Mark.
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
So, obviously this is a radio. Can you tell me a bit about it and how come you've got it?
My father was out in Dunkirk waiting for the boats to come in and everything. He was up to his chest in water.
The evacuation of Dunkirk was one of the most notable episodes in British military history.
When he was waiting to be lifted off the beaches, he met this officer, and the officer asked him if he'd get this over to the UK. My father's the sort of person, if he was told to do something, he'd do it.
Proper soldier.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, if he was told to look after that, he would look after it.
Yeah.
So he took it off him, obviously, and waiting for the boats to come in and everything, he was up to his chest in water with the radio on his head.
So is it fair to say that he'd probably risk his life to take this?
Definitely. It must have been terrifying, I should imagine. Yeah. You know, and it was total chaos by the seams of it. You know, so to get through all that and look after this radio at the same time, it's incredible.
What would you like us to do with it?
I'd like to hear it going again.
Do you?
I would love to see it going again. And when I first had it, there was a little piece of perspex window there.
Yes, it would have been.
That has disappeared.
What do you reckon? Can we get this working?
Oh, I'm sure we can. And to make it alive again, where you can hear it exactly the same way like your mother would have heard in the past. Yeah. That's what makes it special.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for bringing it in and trusting us with this.
Thank you.
It will be well looked after.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
So first of all, we have to remove the knobs. Now, sometimes they're incredibly hard, and I have seen them fly across the workshop. In this case, come on, you want to come out, you know you do. There we go, that's that. Because we have to remember the probability is this hasn't been touched since the radio was first built. So it's always nice to be able to enter one of these where no one's got their little fingers on and played with them. And you get the satisfaction that you're the first person who's seen it, like looking into Tutankhamun's tomb. We'll get it out. And what is it like inside? Well, no surprises. All the original components are here. The cables are deteriorated. They're old, and like most of us, when we get old, we need a little bit of tender love and care. Straight away, it's going to need more than just a simple battery change. As well as the restoration work on the electronics, of course, we've got to look at the case, because that's what everybody sees. Because of its age, and it's got its history, and these little marks, lumps and bumps are all part of it. Because after it's been through a war, you know, you imagine holding that over your head, it got bumped around. And of course, the handle now, that has gone. And we know an expert who can actually do that.
The expert in question is Master Saddler Susie.
So I just need to clean this top first just to see exactly what colour I need to match the leather to before I start blending the dyes. I've got a mild detergent that we use for delicate items. And you can see on this cotton wool, it's incredibly grimy. It's only to be expected, really. It's had quite the life.
With the case cleaned, Susie has stained and colour-matched a piece of leather to create the new handle for the radio.
Now what I'm going to do is paint this black pattern on. I keep thinking it looks like a giraffe pattern. So I'm just going to use an acrylic paint. We'll just see how it goes. Because there's no consecutive pattern in what I can see, I think the only way they could have done it is to hand paint it. It's going to be a little bit of a fun job, a little bit different.
On the opposite workbench, Mark has sourced a set of replacement valves.
All these valves can only go one way. That one's in. We'll go for the next one. Aha! That is encouraging. For most people, that sounds like a horrible noise, but to me, it tells me so much what's going on inside that radio at the moment. I know the audio stage is working, we can hear it. The aerial's reacting to my fingers. That's a glorious sound, and that tells me we're on our way.